looked it up on Google, right? And this for $8. It's a case stand and also comes with a Legend Bluetooth keyboard.
Is it a flip that one?
And it's made for
Oh, that's okay.
Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here, and I'm sure you're all wondering why I didn't do a full gameplay trailer breakdown of the brand new Gorod Krovi gameplay trailer that we got yesterday for the DLC 3 Descent map pack. And it's because luckily enough I have managed to obtain a ton of leaked information regarding this map from someone who has played the map. Now I'm going to have to be very careful with what I say within today's video for legal reasons. Also, if you just think this is a complete load of bullshit, because I always know there's going to be some idiots down in the comment section, I will put some DMs on screen right now. The majority of these DMs were a day before we got the gameplay trailer, and some of them were right before we got the gameplay trailer. And if for some weird reason you're still not convinced by the legitimacy of this leak, I will put a tweet by me on screen right now that was again a day before we got the gameplay trailer. And as you can see, all of this information that I have received has come true to a T. It kind of did really spoil the gameplay trailer for me just because I kind of knew everything before it was released. Also, before I get into the leaked information, if you have any questions that you want me to ask this guy who has already played the map, leave them down in the comment section down below, and I will ask this guy, and hopefully I will answer them within a future video. And in this video I'm going to be merging the leaked information with screenshots that we got from the gameplay trailer so it makes more sense. But let's get straight into the leaked information. So this area which we saw within the gameplay trailer is going to be the spawn of the map. Now a quick revive is going to be located right near the spawn, and there's also going to be challenges that are going to be returning from Setsubo no Shima, which will be near the dead dragon, again near this area by spawn. Obviously we've had challenges on both Origins and Setsubo no Shima, but he said they're going to work very similar to Setsubo. Now within the gameplay trailer we did see a dual wielding ray gun Mark III within the mystery box, and at a later scene within the trailer we saw that when they were using the ray gun Mark III they had two different types of ray gun in each hand. Basically the ray gun Mark III is going to have two different modes of fire. One of these modes will slow down the zombies, and the other one will shoot regular beams that are very similar to the original ray gun, however they will shoot a bit faster. Now from his playtime he has told me that the ray gun Mark III isn't that good, so hopefully it is buffed once the map actually comes out, and he also said it's very glitchy, so hopefully all of these glitches will be patched once the map's out. Now near the end of the gameplay trailer we saw the characters riding the dragons. Now obviously we've known ever since Setsubo no Shima from the ciphers that we will be able to ride the dragons on this map, because Division 9 have created this collar which emits a certain sound frequency which controls the dragons and makes them docile so that they don't attack you and act as friendlies. Well, within the trailer we saw multiple times these pods drop from the sky. He's told me that this is going to be a new drop sequence feature that will be on this map, and what is going to happen is when these pods drop from the sky we're going to have to secure the pod, which will obtain us some fuses from the pods. Now when we're securing these pods I would assume it's somewhat similar to the rituals on Shadows of Evil as well as the generators on Origins, so when we're securing the pods to get the fuses we'll probably be raided by just an absolutely crap ton of shit. Within the gameplay trailer we saw this brand new electric zombie. Now he said that these electric zombies spawn on the map when you're securing the pods to get the fuses, obviously used for the dragon's collars. But once we have secured a pod we will get fuses. Once we've got enough fuses they can be then used to control the dragon's collar. Now he has told me that once we're able to use the dragons they're going to work similar to the Wonder Sphere from Origins. They're just going to be used as a means of transport and escape on the map. However he has said that they're also going to be used to get to Pack-a-Punch. He said that the area in which the dragon will pick you up so that you can ride it is this area which you can see on screen, which is a Colosseum. He said that in order to unlock Pack-a-Punch you need to ride one of the dragons over to the bunker. If you don't know what the bunker is, you can see an image from the gameplay trailer of that on screen right now. It's the area within the trailer where these shutters and boards start closing over the windows and doors. He said that we're going to have to ride a dragon over there, and once we get there we need to then then hold down and secure the bunker. He said that once we're doing this, we'll be raided by a ton of zombies as well as the boss zombie on this map, which I have more information about, which I'll be telling you guys in a sec, and we'll also be raided by these hovering robots. He said that once we have secured the bunker, this is going to be the area where we're going to be able to pack a punch, and once we secure the bunker, we will obtain an item called the Dragon Strike. Now this is going to work similar to the G Strike from Origins. Now how it's going to work is you're going to be able to set a certain destination to target where the Dragon Strike will strike, and when you target a certain area, a dragon will fly in and will start breathing fire on where you have targeted the Dragon Strike. However, he also said that the dragons will be wandering around the map and flying around the map, and those dragons you won't be able to control, and he said that sometimes they will breathe fire on random areas on the map, and that you have no control over this. So I think it's going to work similar to how the Origins robots on Origins would sort of stand on random areas. So basically you just do not want to be in that area of the map when the dragon is breathing fire there. I'm sure there'll be able to be a way to sort of time and estimate where the dragons will be. Now within the trailer we saw a turret, an MG42 to be specific. He said that this is going to be located right by the bunker, obviously by Pack-a-Punch. Now some people were wondering whether we'll be able to move this turret and whether it'll be a usable weapon, but no, it will just be a turret that will not be able to move. He said that whilst you're using the turret, zombies will still be able to attack you as well, so I don't really see the point of it, to be honest. Now within the gameplay trailer we did also see a brand new shield on this map, which sort of has a load of acid on it and stuff like that, and it's made out of dead dragons. It's made out of the bones of dragons, because obviously this map has taken place after the events of the Battle of Stalingrad, and I presume that the dragons were used for the Battle of Stalingrad, as I believe they were genetically modified for war, so that's how come there's dead dragons. But he said that there's also going to be another effect of this shield where it will be able to breathe fire, because obviously it is made out of dead dragons. Now within the trailer we saw multiple collapsed Origins robots, or at least they're different from the Origins robots because they're like a Stalingrad variation. Some people were wondering whether they'll be wandering around the map or not. He said they're not going to be wandering about the map, however they will be used as traps. For example, this area which you can see on screen will be a robot arm trap. Now as I was saying earlier, the Colosseum, which is this area on screen, is where we're going to be able to get picked up by the dragons once we've obtained the fuses. Now if you're wondering about any of the wonder weapons on this map, he has told me that he didn't manage to get the wonder weapon. The only thing he managed to obtain was the Raygun Mark III, but he said there's definitely more wonder weapons on the map. Now within the trailer we also saw this specialist weapon, which works similar to the Thunder Fist from Origins, and it also works similar to the Ripper specialist weapon from multiplayer. He said that this will in fact be a buildable, because obviously we don't know if it's going to be a buildable since the swords on Shadows of Evil were, you had to do a mini Easter egg to get them. Now within the trailer, this may seem very weird, but there was Origin staffs scattered throughout the trailer. I really don't know why this was the case. Some people think that it's because we're going to be able to get these staffs again on DLC 4, and somehow we're going to have to do something on this map in order to obtain them for DLC 4. However, he said that these staffs were not there when he played the map, so maybe there's going to be a way to spawn them in, because obviously on this section of the map we see it on top of one of the roofs, unless the build that he was playing it just didn't feature them. Now he has also given me some information about the weird hovering robots. Now he gave me this information before we even got the gameplay trailer, just to prove its legitimacy, but these hovering robots are going to replace the Hellhounds, the boss rounds that we have every 5 rounds or so, and he said that they're going to work pretty much identically to the parasites from Shadows of Evil. He said that they're just going to hover about in the sky and they're going to shoot you with these little laser bullets, which are similar to such weapons as the Banshee that were recently added into multiplayer. Now he has also given me some information about the boss zombie on this map, because obviously we saw the boss zombie within the gameplay trailer, and it's somewhat similar to the Panzer because it's got like this mech suit on. Now in one of its arms it's got a laser weapon, and in the other arm it has a sickle. Now the sickle is a Russian melee weapon, and obviously the sickle was a usable melee weapon by the characters within Black Ops 1 on such maps as Ascension. He doesn't know if the sickle will be a usable weapon on this map, but in terms of how the boss zombie will work, he said it's going to be a mix between the Thrashers from Zetsubou no Shima and the Panzers from Origins and Der Eisendrache. Basically, generally speaking, they're going to stay at a distance from you and they're going to shoot you with its laser. However, he said that when you start shooting it a couple times, it will then become enraged and will start charging at you, and when it does this, it might hit you with its sickle. He also said that they're going to spawn quite a lot and they're very, very annoying. Now, he also said that when he pack-a-punched weapons, that there was no new camo on them, which was obviously a glitch. But within the gameplay trailer, we did see a camo on one of the weapons, which is the same one from the Giant, but I don't think this is the real camo that's going to be on this map. I think this is just a placeholder camo, because on the Shadows of Evil trailer, we also saw this camo, but then when the map actually came out, it had the ritual camo, so I think this is just a placeholder camo. He said that when he was playing, the spot where Juggernog was random. However, he said that the other perks were in the same places, so that could have just been pure coincidence. All of the perks may be random, I don't know, but it's definitely confirmed that Juggernog is random. Now, he told me that there's going to be 3 buildables, or at least that's what he remembers, one of them being the shield, one of them being the specialist, and he said he can't remember what the third one was. Now, the MR6 is also going to be the starting pistol again on this map, unfortunately. He also told me that there's going to be something huge on this map in regards to the Mob of the Dead plane, because obviously we've seen the Mob of the Dead plane on Shadows of Evil, Zetsubo no Shima, as well as the Giant, but he said there's going to be something big and significant regarding it on this map. Now, he has told me something huge as well. Whilst you're playing the map, there's going to be a brand new character which you will hear, similar to how you heard Dr. Graf throughout the time of when you were playing on Der Eisendrache. And this character, he said, is a female character, but it's not Samantha, and he doesn't know who this character is. However, he said the quotes that he heard from her leads him to believe that it has some sort of link to Ascension, so this is huge. Maybe we'll finally find out who the bald guy was on Ascension. He did also tell me that the HUD is the same as on the Giant, Der Eisendrache, and also Zetsubo no Shima, but that could be changed once the map's out, because that's something very easy for them to change. He also said the buildables menu is the same, but it's just changed its colour. Now, obviously, within the trailer, we saw that the Wonder Fizz is returning. Now, whilst he was playing, he said that he only saw the 4 original perks. However, within the gameplay trailer, we did also see a shot of Stamina, so that's confirmed to be returning. But he said he didn't see any other singular perk machines. He didn't see Widow's Wine and stuff like that. However, it's possible that they could be within the Wonder Fizz, or he just never stumbled along those perks. Now, he also told me that he found different interactable buttons around the map, and he thinks this has something to do with the Easter egg, but he doesn't know. He said they were similar to the buttons that we had on Ascension. He also said that we will be hearing from Gersh, so this map's obviously going to have massive links to Ascension. Now, within the gameplay trailer, we saw that the zombies had red eyes. Now, this isn't leaked information, but I just want to briefly touch upon it. Basically, the reason their eyes are red is not because this map is going to be set in the same universe as Mob of the Dead, but it's because it's set at the exact same time as Mob of the Dead is happening. Because obviously on Mob of the Dead, the ancient evil took control of these zombies and obviously caused their eyes to be red. Now, we don't know what this ancient evil is. It's probably something to do with the Apothegons. But obviously this map is taking place before Samantha entered the MPD and took control of the zombies. And because the characters are rewriting time, it's basically going to prevent that from happening. I really can't wait for this map because it's going to just tie all of the strings together to do with Mob of the Dead. I'm sure we're going to find out more about the blood vials as well, because I believe the blood vials have something to do with preventing all of the universes from bleeding into each other and merging together. Now, back into the leaked information. Earlier I did talk about how the Origins robots are going to be used as traps, and the first one, which I showed earlier, is going to be used as a hand trap, like the hands are going to shut together. He did say there's going to also be another one which is like a leg or fist trap, but he couldn't tell which it was. He did say that the map is pretty big, but you think that anytime you play a brand new map, so we don't really know about the size of the map, but he described it as huge, but everyone thought Zetsubo was huge when it first came out as well, so I don't really know what to think. Now, he said that the spawn rate of the boss zombie, which are actually going to be called the Russian Mangler, he said that within the bunker, which as he said you need to secure in order to unlock Pack-a-Punch, he said in that area there's going to be a higher spawn rate of these Russian Manglers, so it's going to be similar to the Golden Gate Bridge on Mob of the Dead, where when you went there was a much higher spawn rate of a Brutus, so it's going to be somewhat similar to that. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the leaked information of which he has given me. Now, he is going to be giving me stuff over the coming weeks leading up to DLC 3's release, so as I said, if you have any questions that you want me to ask him that you want answered within a future video, I'll be sure to do that. He also said that he's got a lot more information in regards to this storyline and Easter eggs, which he is still yet to tell me, which I'm sure I will cover in a future video as well. As he said, he's only played it for a few hours, so his mind is a bit off. I mean, if you've only played it for a few hours and you haven't recorded gameplay, then you're not really going to remember that much. Now, before I end the video, I just want to include a few things which I've seen within the trailer. This isn't leaked information, but I just want to include a few things that I haven't mentioned. Obviously, the PPSH is going to be returning on this map. I'm sure you're all aware of that right by now. Also, the FFAR, aka the FAMAS, is going to be on this map. The NX Shadowclaw is also going to be on this map as well. The L4 Siege is also going to be on this map. Now, the guy who's played the map told me that when he was playing, he never got to see the HD40 within the box, and he never got to use it, so he doesn't know if it's going to be returning on this map from Setsubo Noshima. But he did say that he knows that the MX Garand is returning, and he said the Marshall 16s are also returning. Now, in terms of the traps that we're seeing within the trailer, obviously we have the Origins traps, but we also have the electric trap that we've seen on the Giants, as well as Horizon Draka that's going to be on this map. There was also this trap that looks similar to the Trample Steam from Black Ops 2, but it's like a massive version of it. Within the trailer, we see multiple things that are named after Nikolai, like multiple things that are named with Belinsky in the name. I don't know what this means, but people are thinking that either he's very rich or that he's part of some sort of Russian royalty. Multiple people are also talking about possibly PhD Flopper was shown it within the trailer, or maybe it's like a new version like PhD Slider. Honestly, I can't really see it that much within the trailer, and the guy who's already played it said that he didn't see PhD Flopper within the map, but again, he never managed to explore the full map, so it's possible that it could be somewhere else. Or maybe Treyarch are just trolling again like throughout Black Ops 2. But yeah, this is going to conclude today's video. That's all the leaked information that I have. Also, if you have noticed anything weird within the trailer that I didn't mention within today's video, leave a comment down in the comment section down below. Also, if you've noticed anything weird in the trailer that you don't know what it is, I will try to ask this guy who's already played the map as well, so I can answer it within a future video. As he said, he's going to be providing me with more information, so I will be covering that on my channel in the future as he gives it to me. So make sure to stay subscribed to stay up to date with the latest and greatest DLC 3 information. But anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not around for the latest and greatest Black Ops 3 zombies news information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.